Welcome to Card Corner. These are the cards, that's the corner. Today I've got these HRO Black Adam DC Unlock the Multiverse Chapter 2 cards. The shtick that they picked for this one was that, I think every card has an NFT you can redeem. But I don't think they did very well because these were in Dollarama for like $4, and then the service that you use to redeem them, I think it no longer exists. I think the last chance to redeem them was in January. I would have liked to check that out, but I think you needed to actually pay to redeem them as actual NFTs. I'm not one of those people that's totally anti NFTs. I think that they have some potential. My biggest complaint about NFTs and the idea of NFTs is that it seems like a lot of them you're spending a lot of money and then you get one random card or random collectible or whatever. For me, if it was $1 and you get 10 of them, sure, that's a perfectly reasonable way to do collectibles. I think it could be fun. And I also think that they sort of struggle with having a way to show off your NFT collections. It seems like it's sort of like a mishmash between all the different sets. You can never really collect fully a set because a lot of them are just these random pictures that are added together, Superman with a mustache or whatever. And but I thought these are cards, so let's check them out. I never did buy any NFTs, and I don't think I'm going to start. All right. There we go. And this one, I guess, so there's these different chapters, and I think that this chapter 2 is for Black Adam, the movie, which I did see. I don't really remember anything about it, though. I'm a sucker for The Rock. I think that he's got a lot of charisma, although lately his movies, I don't know. Not the greatest. One movie that I was surprised that I did like quite a bit is the second Jumanji movie, and they were supposed to make a third one too, which I was excited to see, but that never happened, so I don't know if that's still coming out or not. All right, here we get Kryptonite Man possesses Batman. I think that they actually number every card here. And it's just I think that's just to redeem them as NFTs. Those Supercell cards also had you could redeem them online, and then you just have a collection on their website, but there is no nothing like NFTs where you could withdraw them into your global collection. Right, he's a Kryptonite Man possesses Batman, Kryptonite Batman, I guess. Here we got Green Arrow. Here we got Superman lifting up like a car or something. Black and white color there. Inks, it says. All right, here is a Firestorm letter logo. Not sure who that is. Here we've got Cyclone, another character I'm unfamiliar with. Kondak Compositions. Actually, that might be a character from Black Adam. That's just goes to show you how little I actually remember. I think that's the Black Adam chest logo. It's on his chest there. Yeah, so Cyclone looks like is a character from the movie. Pretty nice card there. They got a little bit of a bend to him. And they got the rounded corners, which is definitely a choice. Personally, I mean, I'm not like set one way or the other, but for me, like the bend is the bigger issue. I like it when they're a nice flat piece of cardboard. And the thing that about these ones is they fit into the sleeves way easier, so that's a bonus. And last but not least is the Cyclone's logo. So I think that I was watching Milo over at the Trade Cards channel, and he was saying that there's different packs. So this one's got 8 cards, and this one's got 7 cards. I'm not really sure why they do that. How many cards are in this one? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was the first 8 card pack. So this seems like a weird choice. Like this one doesn't even have anything different on the cover, but let's open up a 7 card pack. Maybe get the Rock. That would be nice. All right, here we get Harley Quinn scribbling in her little Harley Quinn notebook. Here's the Flash using his Green Lantern ring on a missile. This one is from 1959, this picture. I like that they're doing some classic stuff. Here's a Power Battery. Looks Green Lantern-y to me, but I'm not too sure. Here's Toy Man. Looks like he's a Superman, Batman family guy, but never heard of him. Here's Atom Smasher. Is he the bad guy from Black Adam? Nice character card there. Oh, and here's Black Adam and the Justice Society. There's the Rock up there. And panel 4. Panel number 4. All right. So we did get one The Rock. Let's see if we can get like a more portrait-y card. Let me know if you guys redeemed any of these NFT cards. Here's Jimmy Olsen, the Superman photographer. Martian Manhunter, some letters there on, looks like some concrete. Oh, here we get Detective Comics number 400 with Man-Bat. It's a pretty cool picture. All right, here we get Crime Alley. It's a locations card. Crime Alley. You'd think they'd want to be a little bit more inconspicuous. Here's another Atom Smasher. Interesting. Got like sort of the outline going on in the background there. Here's the Black Adam logo. And Supergirl. It's a pretty nice one. Supergirl, what do you call it? Foil there. All right, I'm going to start pulling out some of the ones I like. So I like that Detective Comics one. Jimmy Olsen, classic character. And so far, this is our best The Rock. All right, here we get a Blue Beetle. I was going to watch that the other day, but Mrs. Corner was like, I don't care. So we didn't watch it. All right, here's Shazam. I think that some of the other ones were Shazam. Because they got the different chapters. I think the Shazam was another one of the chapters. So it's interesting seeing him here. Here's the Superman and the Legion of Superheroes. Oh, the Bat Signal. I actually like that one. That's cool. The Bat Signal's iconic. Here's The Rock, dressed as Black Adam. Gonna punch a guy. Dr. Fate. Got this interesting sort of lettering background. And the Flash versus Tar Pit. All right, here is another pack. So far this set seems pretty good, although I would argue there is like quite a lot of filler, like these sort of logo cards, a lot of that kind of stuff, which I don't know about. I guess it's kind of interesting, but I don't know, just the letters. All right, here we get All-Star Comics number 3 from 1940. It is the Justice Society of America, the precursor to the Justice League, I believe. Is that Hawkman there? I don't recognize anyone else. I don't know their names. It's a cool older one. Dr. Polaris, another character. I like the character cards. I think that they all look pretty good. Lex Luthor, another classic villain. I'm going to put him in the villains binder I've been collecting for. Black Manta, I think that he is also, I forget which movie. He was in a movie, wasn't he? I can't remember right now. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep the Marvel and the DC separate, but Black Manta, I feel like he was in one of the movies, but they all, honestly, a lot of them just sort of like blend together, so I don't know. It's a cool picture, though. I think that I like the sort of like sketchy style. Here's the Justice Society. They're stuff that's from the Black Adam movie. Here's Hawkman. That's a pretty cool picture, too. And Flashpoint Batman / Thomas Wayne. Thomas Wayne. I didn't know Superman had a brother. Alright, in this pack we get Eclipso. Alright, here we get Superman iconic phrases. Truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. That's a pretty good one. Nice iconic. Oh, here's a Wayne Manor, where Batman hangs out in his lair. Princess Diana of Themyscira / Wonder Woman. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be from the movie. Oh, it's just her alter ego. We get Etrigan. Never heard of this guy. Gone, gone, the form of man. Rise, the demon Etrigan. Iconic phrases I don't know. All right, and here's the team, the Black Adam team. There's the Rock again. No, not really a... Oh, speaking of... Just about to say, not really a very good The Rock card, but I'd say that one is pretty good. Even though I don't really remember the movie, I like having the collectible because it's The Rock. All right, this 7 card pack, I'm going to save this for another time, but I'll open this last 8 card pack. All right, here's another Crime Alley. It's a good time to mention, if you want to trade me for one of these Crime Alley cards, the information on how to do that is on the About page of the YouTube channel. I'll trade it for just about anything. All right, here's Wonder Woman is crowned champion. I guess this is when she did some feat in Wonder Woman number 4. All right, here's Shazam again. Here's Lex Luthor spelled out. I don't know if he necessarily needed his own logo, just because he's more of like the villain. of Superman. Here's that Cyclone picture again. We get Lightning Strikes again. All right, here's a pretty cool Lex Luthor card, decked out in his like power suit or whatever. Definitely set that one aside. And Hawkman emblem, which is different than the symbol, I guess. All right, as I was saying before, I think that the ones that are more like character-y are better than these. These ones seem like filler to me, but I definitely think that there was a lot of good cards in here, considering that the pack, the whole box was $4 at the time. I don't know if I would have paid like $20 or $30, which is what the cost was, I believe, originally. But I don't care about the NFT shtick. Let me know if you like collect NFTs, if you think that this is a good idea. Bat Signal, that's a cool one. I kind of like that one just because it's a very iconic object. It's that which one's the best rock one? I guess this one's probably the best rock one. And the Man-Bat classic Man-Bat cover art there. Let me know in the comments which card you like the best. Like this video if you enjoyed watching me open any of these cards at all. Subscribe if you want to see more card related nonsense. This was Card Corner opening these HRO NFT trading cards that are no longer able to be redeemed as NFTs. The Black Adam edition, Chapter 2. Take it easy.